look, I watched most of the Liverpool games. Yeah, he's good. Yes, he's a good player. He's a good player. But yo, if you name a player of the season, it means that he was just on top of everyone. And he just
De
wasn't.
Bruyne.
Henderson just wasn't.
And if it's not De Bruyne, it's actually Van Dijk. With
I mean,
100%. If it's not De Bruyne.
I mean, for that, I mean, we can go on, but okay. Well, welcome to Football from the Stand. Thank you for joining us today. This is a brand new podcast. It will focus obviously on football, but hopefully not only. Today I'll be your host with my good friend Andy. My name is Stefan. We live currently in Ontario, southern Ontario, and we hope that you will enjoy spending the next 30-40 minutes with us talking about the beautiful game. Andy, if you want to introduce yourself, go for it.
Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Hopefully we'll be reaching out to a lot of you guys. We love football and we just hope you share that passion with us.
Exactly. Very well said. All right, so let's get started. We're not going to wait any longer. All right, so obviously the Premier League just ended about a week ago now. And I must say that it was how can I say this, an expected kind of season. We kind of knew that Liverpool will take it on. Obviously, they won the league with 99 points. They only lost about 3 games. They had this weird period just prior to the coronavirus, where they lost, I think, against Watford like 4-0. But I mean, apart from this, it was we kind of expected that they were gonna get this trophy pretty easily. I mean, of course, probably our audience that is listening now doesn't know this, but we are Arsenal fans. Obviously, yes, we know we finished 8th. It sucks. All right, we know. I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
To be honest, that's exactly what we expected this season. We didn't expect that we were going to be champions with Unai Emery as our coach. So Liverpool, it just sucks that Liverpool ran away with the league literally from day one.
Yeah.
From day one. No competition. All the other teams were just lackluster. It was a very mediocre Premier League season, to put it that way. To take nothing from Liverpool, regardless, of course, because they're champions. Champions are champions, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Well, also that I remember because again, Arsenal played. I think in the very first few games or so, we played Liverpool right away, and that was when Emery was still in charge. And Emery was the ex-coach, by the way. And we lost 3-1, and we were like, yeah, that's a good good result. But then in the end...
Look how far we've fallen, bro.
Yeah.
Look how far we've fallen.
Yeah.
Literally 5-6 years ago. When did Liverpool beat us? 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, they never did. That's the thing. Yeah.
Not as much, yeah. It was always like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But from 5 years, they've just been hammering us.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, it was... Yeah, I mean, you can tell that Jurgen Klopp did a very good job, obviously, with the whole team, the way he built it in, and of course all the underrated players. Because I mean, no one thought Mo Salah would do this. No one thought Sadio Mane would be so good. No one thought the VVD would be so good.
Robertson.
Robertson
from Hull City for 3 million euros.
And
3 million.
And I think is he third best assist in the league? I think so.
He's third. Guess who's
second? Yeah,
second?
Trent Alexander-Arnold. 2 fullbacks. I mean, what the heck?
It's incredible. I don't know what Liverpool are doing is phenomenal, really. And that's the thing with Arsenal too. Like, everyone wants us to buy Koulibaly, Upamecano, fantastic center backs, but if Liverpool really wanted to, that's not how Liverpool built their own model, right? Robertson, 3 million from Hull City. Whoever thought he would be a Champions League winning, Premier League winning?
No one.
Left back.
No.
Trent Alexander-Arnold from the Liverpool Academy. No one ever thought he was this. You know what I mean?
Just throws out crosses, 20 crosses a game.
Literally, exactly. If not more. I remember when we played Liverpool and we lost 3-1. In the first half of that game, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he attempted more crosses than the entire Arsenal team.
Well, it's not surprising, honestly. The guy's crazy for crosses. I mean, that's kind of their game as well.
Let's get it.
All right, sorry for the weird cut right there, but sometimes life happens. So anyway,
Exactly. We're just gonna insert funny video in here.
all right. So I found the guy. His name is Garth Crooks, a former English player. He played for Stoke City, Tottenham, and Manchester United. He won the FA Cup actually with Tottenham, from what I saw.
Probably the last.
Anyway, the last trophy.
One.
But anyways, just to go on what he said, it's not just Fernandes that basically carried United. It was also Maguire, and that if Maguire by himself put United third in the league, it was also because of his influence. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No offense to Maguire, but I mean, look at his games. I mean, I've watched most of Manchester United games. He wasn't on top of his game every game, all right? He made a lot of mistakes. He's very slow. He gets nutmegs like it's nothing. It's just Fernandes was the game changer from the get-go. And I mean, you can tell the guy, I think, has lost one game so far with United. That was the FA Cup, and that is it. That is it. And his numbers are incredible. I think he has a goal involvement per game, that's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly, it's 14 games, 8 goals, 7 assists.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So absolutely legendary from him. Honestly, I really did not expect this, especially because he comes from the Portugal Premier League, right?
Everyone from Sporting Lisbon is just a baller.
Yeah, they're man. So
Everyone.
props to United, and of course my favorite player, Greenwood. Man, this boy, he's my age, but he is just amazing. I cannot say the F word, but he is just amazing. I just love the guy. He's so good on the ball, left foot, right foot, moves like Van Persie. I mean, bro, he makes me, he's so good.
He's very promising.
So good. Yeah. Well, I mean, promising.
That's the thing. It's his finishing. That's the
and he's quick. He's quick. He's physical.
That's kind of like how Mbappe was coming up too, because he had that end product already worked out. He could finish. That was the main thing, right? So once you could finish, every other thing comes
super easily.
Secondary. You work on your passing and
100%.
And that's the thing I feel with Arsenal youngsters too. Their finishing is just not there. Not elite, except for Aubameyang.
Yeah, but
no one else's finishing is really up there. Lacazette, of course, I can't disrespect him like that. He's a great finisher, but we just need to see it every single week.
Yeah, and we don't. And so far, let's be honest, Aubameyang has carried Arsenal on his back. Honestly, he and Leno as well, but unless until he gets
out of our 3 best players this season, 2 of them are our goalies.
That's true.
It's pretty embarrassing.
And then I think, speaking of embarrassing, well, we're gonna go over Chelsea in a minute, but Leicester City, what a shame. I think they were third almost the entire season, weren't they?
At the start of January, Leicester City were 14 points ahead of Manchester United.
Oh man! And then Leicester, I'm pretty sure, were third the entire season, and
yes, they basically handed United.
They did, honestly.
Third place. They literally just gave it to them on a.
Yeah, I just want to see their last results just to see how low they have fell. Let's see the results, real quick. Yeah, I mean 3 losses in the last.
No, the results are incredible. Yeah, they're.
Their last 5 games,
it's. I don't
it's
even know
not
what
good.
to say. Nah, it's poor. It's poor. Very.
Well, at least.
We also have to look at if you look when Leicester City lost Ricardo Pereira, their right back, that was the moment they started to decline. That exact moment that they lost Ricardo Pereira, because he is the best right back in the league. He also has an average rating in the Premier League per game. He has, I think, the second highest or third highest of 7.19 or something. Only De Bruyne has a higher rating than him when he plays, and he's a right back. Just to show you how important he was to Leicester City. At the start of the season, Ricardo Pereira was the best right back in the league.
Damn. Well, that's really
He got
surprising.
injured. Leicester City fell off. Yeah. It's
Well,
very
for a right
interesting,
back,
right?
yes.
As soon as even Chilwell as well for right
Yeah,
back.
Chilwell, I knew that. I mean, this guy is a baller.
Chilwell played really good too. He played, but after the restart, he's been
Mediocre.
atrocious since the restart. Mediocre is really
Oh wow, okay. I mean, I guess with the whole thing happening with the pandemic and whatnot, maybe also. I mean, I know this can influence, people's mood and people's attitude, because it was scary, right? So maybe, this is involved. I don't know. Of course, we're not psychologists, so I cannot tell. But at least Leicester now is getting at least Europa League, so it's not like they have nothing. They play Europe,
which is where they're probably supposed to be.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, no one is guaranteed anything, but like in terms of like general history of the Premier League, Leicester actually isn't even supposed to be in the Europe.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be in like toward the bottom. So it's really nice what they've done over the past few years in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
And then
I
go
just
for it.
hope next season. Yeah, I don't think they'll challenge next season though. To be honest,
Especially if they start losing their players.
That's
it's
just
not
yeah.
gonna work.
I highly doubt they'll be anywhere near the top.
Well,
of
we'll
the
see.
table
We'll
next
see.
season. The only reason that they were there, and you have like Sheffield, by the way, bro, an incredible job. Incredible job. They've been fantastic this season. And I think they finished
just
ninth.
below Arsenal, which is kind of surprising, knowing that I think they had one of the best records against top
They were
six.
better.
I mean, they destroyed
Yep.
Chelsea
And
3-0.
they also have the best defensive record. Yes. Their goalie, Dean Henderson, the United goalie,
Mhm.
wow. He's phenomenal.
I mean, they have
Excluding Jurgen Klopp, their coach has been the best coach.
I mean, they scored 39 goals, conceded 39 now. So best defense in the league.
They also have Dean Henderson has what, 14 clean sheets.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, probably.
So yeah.
Then the rest bottom of the table. I mean, not too surprising. Of course, Watford. What a dreadful season.
That was surprising, though.
Absolutely ridiculous. I think they changed like 3 coaches during the season. What the hell are you doing, guys?
And for their last 2 games, they fired.
Oh
their coach
my
as well.
goodness, man.
I don't know why.
I mean, they blame the coach, but I'm like, look at the players. Look the way they played. Every time they played Arsenal, then they would go for it, and I'll be like, well, what the heck, man? Well, of course they destroyed Liverpool. We don't know how. Like, this is just so strange. I mean, I think Liverpool really disrespected them, and they thought they were gonna like destroy them 7-1, City did, because City I think won 7-0 or something against Watford. So it was 7-1 or 7-0, and I'm pretty sure they expected the same result, but then Sarr decided otherwise.
Sarr is a phenomenal. Even against Arsenal, he was amazing. Even though we won 3-2, he is a constant threat. Players like Sarr, Alessandro Maximin, Traore, just so.
Yeah, they're annoying players. Yeah. Well, they're game changers, I would say, to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we expect Pepe to be, right? But he's playing a little bit too conservative.
Yeah, we'll go on.
I don't know if
we'll go on more
shy.
about Arsenal because we're going to talk about obviously about the FA Cup. Another thing about Crystal Palace, Everton. I mean, Southampton. Well, Southampton. What a return now after losing I think 9-0 against. What was the result against Leicester?
9-0.
I mean, I think it was the greatest. Wasn't it the greatest? Second biggest.
Biggest goal margin.
I mean, what the heck was this? And then from there, Ings just banked I think 22 goals. I mean, what the heck? Where did I come from? And then they managed to pull themselves to 11th place. What?
But to be honest, Ings, I won't even lie, Ings has always been good. As an individual player,
but he's never put stats like this though. Never.
He's never put stats like this, but he's put something close to suggest the fact that he has that ability. if
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. When he was at Liverpool, he wasn't garbage.
Well, I mean,
He's just surplus to requirements. That's why they sold him. It's not that he was
well,
garbage.
the thing is, let's look at his records at Liverpool. 25 games at Liverpool, 4 goals. Then last season with Southampton, 25 games, 8 goals. And then this season, 42 games, 25 goals. What? How?
That's,
It's 2 assists.
Look at the season before Liverpool that made Liverpool buy him.
So that was with Burnley. He was in the Premier League. 35 games, 11 goals.
That's not
But
bad
then,
for
of course,
Burnley
they
player.
play in the Championship, Burnley, and he scored 21 goals in the Championship the season prior. That was 2013-2014. I mean, he was pretty young. He was. I think that's why also they bought him because he's 28 now.
Yeah.
So that was 7 years ago. So he was 21. That's kind of crazy. But then after this,
So he's always shown some signs
Yeah.
of
greatness.
you know.
Yeah, just not good enough for a certain time. But I guess now he's
No.
kind of back. I wonder if someone's gonna buy him. I didn't see any rumors about him.
But the thing is, who needs a striker right now like Ings though?
Well,
all the
Southampton's
big
for
teams
now.
just-
Oh yeah, big teams. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think
No one
anyone.
needs a striker.
I mean, maybe Arsenal eventually, but right now,
That's only if Oba leaves this summer.
right now, every team has like a top striker or top like attacking players. Because I would not put
Exactly. What
Firmino
we're
as
lacking
a
in
top
the-
striker. So,
Exactly. What we're lacking in the world, I feel like in the world of football, for the big teams is that huge defensive presence. That is what's lacking
Yeah.
right now. You look at City.
uh,
City, when Laporte went injured, everything just went to shambles. Because they were tight to Liverpool for a while before
Yeah.
Laporte got injured. I think City, the closest they got, I think they were 3 points close to
Yeah.
Liverpool. 3 points, 3-point
Yeah.
gap, yeah. And Laporte got injured and everything went to shambles for them.
and
So is Ake gonna make a difference?
I actually can't believe they got him.
Don't think so.
I'm actually really surprised he
Really?
decided to go to City.
Why are you
Well, I mean,
surprised?
as a Dutch guy, I just didn't expect him to go there. United seemed the better option, I would say. But then obviously we'll see. Look, I'm just
dude.
telling you my feeling about it. I feel like United is more a club for
If-
Dutch players than City is. But again, I could be wrong.
Historically, yes, but City have no history, so you can't really
Yeah, I
compare.
guess you're right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And if you want to say for Dutch players, you can also say Guardiola, who played with arguably some of the best Dutch players, trained under them. Koeman in Barcelona, learned under Cruyff. He knows.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
He knows. I feel like if there's anyone in the world that knows how to get the best out of any player, it
Probably
would be
right. Yeah.
Guardiola.
I mean, he's been doing an incredible job since he joined, so I guess
He's
you're right.
exactly.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 41 million, fair price, you would say?
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Oh, really?
not.
Hey,
Absolutely.
yeah, but cheaper than
41
Pavard, huh?
million?
Cheaper than Pavard. Pavard get relegated as well, huh?
I've never seen such a
Yeah.
waste of money. That's true. Bournemouth are gonna have a ball with that money. A ball. Pavard never worth the money. Even now, even as Bayern are playing good right now, Pavard is an individual player. He doesn't stand out as Lam did,
Yeah.
as Alphonso Davies.
Yeah, I'm
is.
not
Even when
that big
Kimmich played
fan.
right back, even though that's not his position, he stands out more than Pavard.
Yeah.
I saw Bayern want to get Sergio
Oh, yeah.
Dest
Yeah, Ajax. Yeah.
from Ajax.
I
If they
mean-
do this, it's
If
it's
they
just,
get
it's
Dest
game
is
over.
incredible,
It's
but
game
he's not as defensive as some people would
Really?
think. Like if you watching the Champions League games and some Eredivisie,
But
I know,
Bayern's
but
not
the
a
thing is that the
defensive
dude
team,
would
though,
not
are they?
defend either. Like from watching the games, like not as
zero-
much. He
zero
feels more
defending.
like a Trent than anything. A guy that
If you
attacks a
have
lot.
If you have Hernandez and Alaba, at
Yeah,
the
I
back,
guess.
you could do whatever you
If
want.
they get
with it.
Dest, honestly,
It's a
amazing.
fullback.
I know they have another Dutch kid left back there. Forgot his name.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I don't even know his name.
Yeah,
I don't know his
he's
name,
pretty
but I
good
know they
though
have
too,
another
young.
Dutch kid there.
And just to go over Ake one more time, so
Mm.
his rating was 6.75 in 29 games. He scored 2 goals, 2 assists, no reds. And I mean, looking at his games, he's been pretty consistent, like pretty consistent. And I mean, the thing is, it's hard to judge a center back, just one center back, when the whole team is shite. Because I mean, Bournemouth
That's true.
is not a bad team. It's just that they're not good enough. They were, honestly.
They were fantastic last season, though. Fantastic. Ake was incredible last season. But, again, I guess I can only judge based on this season for Ake. That's all. I don't think he's going to be a game changer. I feel like if City got Koulibaly, that's a game changer.
We'll see.
If that makes sense. But I'll be honest.
And in the end, he almost won the Ballon d'Or.
Be a game changer defender for Liverpool.
Yeah.
And exactly. So Ake could be, and Ake and Laporte is just an insane pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Two young, very good center backs. And the thing with Ake as well is Mendy is, not to slate Mendy, but like he's below
he's always
par.
injured
I'll put
too,
it like that
so.
for City standards.
You think?
But even when he's not injured, he's not played well. Did you see him against Arsenal?
That's true.
In the FA Cup.
That's true.
Even the games in the Premier League when he starts, he's just... He can only play good against Norwich.
Yeah, for
Aston
sure.
Villa.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean? Look at all the big games that he played. Mendy has not lived up to
Monaco.
his standards in Lyon. I guess
It's the wrong Mendy.
did he really have standards? Oh, Monaco.
Ferland Mendy.
That's true.
No.
I guess there's no more.
I know. So Ligue
Monaco in
1,
the
it's
first
different
place,
kind of beast than the Premier League. So
that's what I was thinking too. But it's weird because you see Bernardo Silva, bro. Anywhere you put him, you could. Bro, Pep plays Bernardo Silva.
He's a very
center
versatile.
mid,
I think.
and he plays fantastic. So I don't know why Mendy is. I think that entire left side of Monaco just worked well for that year. Lamar and Mendy. Now you look at both Lamar and Mendy. Both
He's eating the
French.
bench.
Lamar.
He plays.
I think. I've never. No, he plays. I've never seen such worse stats for a player.
Yeah, it's kind of too bad, because he was really promising.
In my life.
Well, he's still 24. It's not like it's over.
He
but
was really promising.
it's true that compared to what we used to.
Yeah, it's not over. But he's been at Atletico for 2 years now. He's been at Atletico for 2 years.
0 goals.
I
think he scored one.
cannot believe my eyes at his statistics.
Are you sure?
0 goals. No, not in La Liga. In La Liga?
I feel like he scored some. Because I remember seeing something. Man, this guy is only 2 years older than us. That's crazy. 77 games, 3 goals. See? He scored 3 goals. No, not this season. So in this season, it's 0 goals, 0 assists. Oh, wow. 0 goals, 0 assists. Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Just then what is he
You know,
doing?
it's not about the goals, it's about his
22
presence.
games, 0 goals. Like,
And I mean,
what are you doing?
they did beat Liverpool, so.
His presence.
Look, we'll see.
You
We'll
might as well
see.
throw an empty shirt there. Because he has no presence. He beat Liverpool,
probably.
but he didn't start. If he started, they would have lost that game. Liverpool would have thrashed them if Lamar started. I think Simeone even knows that. That's why he didn't start him. But every time summer comes around as well, since Lamar's been Atletico for the past 2 years, I see, Arsenal want Lamar, Arsenal want Lamar. Even in January, I saw Arsenal want Lamar. And I'm like, what?
Oh, of course.
That's how I know that, like, the media just conjure stuff up for Arsenal all the time. At the beginning of last summer,
apparently,
like, they're not going to sign.
We didn't have enough money for loans
to sign
even,
Pepe.
and now we bought for 130 million or
at the end of
something
the
in
day.
total. It was crazy.
Exactly.
So, but I mean, look where that brought us. So yeah. Anyway, And then one last thing about the Premier League, but we're not going to talk about every club, but I think one big, not surprise, but a team that started the season quite amazingly was Norwich City, because they did beat City, Manchester City 3-2, I believe, and then Pukki got Player of the Month, and I was like, yeah, the Finnish striker.
Pukki.
I mean, he's still, I believe, a decent striker.
Pukki was the best striker in the world.
He did qualify. He did qualify Finland for the Euro. So he scored like 10 goals or something. But still a little disappointed.
It's funny because Norwich have a very good team, though. They have a very good team. I think their team is a Premier League team. Pukki, their right back, Max Aarons, bro.
Yeah,
fantastic.
He was Player of the Year, I think, last year.
No way. Yeah, he was, because he got that SBC in
yeah.
On FIFA, right?
FIFA.
That's how I remember. That's
Same.
Aarons is very good. I recently saw that Bayern wants him. I'm like, Bayern are just getting everyone they can get their hands on right now.
I swear, they're just spending bits.
What I noticed with, if you look at the top clubs, exactly what Mourinho was talking about. He said football heritage. You look at Madrid is the prime example for football heritage. Ronaldo goes, who do they get? Eden Hazard.
Yeah.
Insane. Marcelo is like slowly waning away. Who do they get? Ferland Mendy. Incredible. Ramos has Varane beside next to him, even though Ramos is still the best center back in the world, and in my opinion, and they just still wanted to get someone who could cover him for the future. They got Militao, who could play both center back and right back. That's why I think City did really good in getting Ake and not Koulibaly, because he can play left back, right?
Yeah.
So that I can say it could be worth 41. Still not worth 41 million, to be honest, but it's just nice he could play two positions.
Yeah, that's for sure. Maybe that's what you buy in the end, though. But
that's what I was thinking too. Maybe that's why they're paying 41 million, right?
Yeah.
So you keep playing those two positions.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for the Premier League.
Football heritage, yeah.
Premier League. One last thing, I think Henderson won Player of the Year. Is that what it was? Player of the season?
Yes.
Absolute bullshit, to be honest. Screw that. No offense to him. He's a great player. But De Bruyne, with the numbers he has, I mean, look at how he plays. The dude is insane. He's just that good. And yes, Henderson is good. He had a good presence, captain. They won the league after 30-something years. Good. But please respect De Bruyne. The fact that De Bruyne finished second is just no. He should have been first. Maybe Henderson second, but Henderson. I mean, look, I watched most of the Liverpool games. Yeah, he's good. Yes, he's a decent. He's a good player. He's a good player. But yo, if you name a player of the season, it means that he was just on top of everyone. And he just wasn't. Henderson just wasn't.
And if it's not De Bruyne, it's actually Van Dijk over Henderson. If it's not De Bruyne.
I mean, for that, we can go on, but
for me, if it's not De Bruyne, it's
the De Bruyne has just this presence that is just much. I mean, let's look at his numbers.
De Bruyne is that player that can give you 100 out of 0.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like the last game of the season against Norwich, his 2 goals. Or not. If it was a regular midfielder, it's not a place you score goals from. You'd never think about that. Like, that's the thing I love about De Bruyne is his mentality, bro. He's a monster.
He's world class.
Good.
World class.
I don't know what Guardiola is telling him. He looks like he could die for Guardiola when he plays on that pitch.
So just look at the Premier League stats for. I mean, I know Henderson is more of a CDM, but 30 games in total. 26 he started. 4 goals, 5 assists, 2 yellow. 1 man of the match, rating 7.15. But then you look at De Bruyne, 35 games he started 32, 13 goals, 20 assists, 10 men of the match, 10 men of the match, and 7.97, almost point rating. This is
De Bruyne has the highest rating.
he
in
is
league
the
for games.
absolute game changer. And when we're gonna cover a little bit more about the Champions League in the coming week, I love the guy. He's just incredible. What a shame for Chelsea.
Yeah.
They've screwed up everything. Mo Salah, De Bruyne, and now Ake.
Imagine
And Lukaku.
having Lukaku as well.
Yeah.
We also forgot Lukaku scored 25 goals in the Serie A.
They screwed up with all those transfers, and then they bought Morata for something 90 million. The guy scores 10 goals, he stops there. It just shows. I mean, that's why I was gonna go on with Ake, just to end up that little side that
And
if
Ake. Chelsea have incredible youth
if he
prospects.
succeeds.
Do you know they have the most players out on loan right now?
Oh yeah,
Chelsea
I know.
have the most players
Yeah,
out
I
on
know,
loan
I know,
right now.
but fine.
They have an army on
They
loan.
sent the
It's
entire
literally
team
an
to
army.
Vitesse Haarlem in the Netherlands. So it's just to tell you. So yeah, De Bruyne for me should have won it. just,
Apparently, De Bruyne should have won, but I can understand what the FA judged giving Henderson. Like, I can understand what they based
for
it
sure.
off on, you know? I think if you look at Liverpool, when you take away Henderson from that Liverpool team, he's the spine, right? He and Van Dijk are the spine. They're weaker. In as much as Van Dijk is still there when you take away Henderson, they are still weaker because you get past that midfield.
Yeah. Oh, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
No, it's not to discredit.
That's, I think, in terms of influence,
It's just
it's
that.
not to discredit. Of course, yeah, but of course, De Bruyne deserved it more in terms of statistics and in an individual player. But bro, even games where De Bruyne doesn't start, Man City can still win 5-0, like 6-0. That's I think that's what they judged it on. That's what I'm saying, because when you take Henderson from that Liverpool team, you could it's very evident that they're a weaker team. When you take De Bruyne out of City, it's like, to be honest, it's crazy to think that. But when you take De Bruyne
especially
out
we
of
saw
City,
that last year when he was injured. I think 6 months or something, and they still won the league.
And they still won the league by like what 99 points.
2 points away. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You're right. You're right on
does
that
not
point. It's
even
true.
matter.
And I mean, Henderson also won it. I think it's because he's English. Let's be honest. In terms of English players, they're kind of struggling to step up. I mean, Sterling obviously is absolutely amazing.
Of course, it's only the past couple of years English players have been stepping up.
And Kane,
Kane stepped up.
Yeah, he good player. No, of course.
Not to disrespect.
Tottenham player though.
Fantastic player. Fantastic player.
The wrong club.
He just plays for the bad club.
All right. Well, yeah. So I guess later on, as the month goes, we're gonna, of course, talk a little bit more about the Premier League. We just wait for his transfers to really happen. Obviously, Chelsea. Ziyech and Werner. We'll just need to wait to see how this goes. Havertz might even go to Chelsea.
But like looking on paper, Chelsea have
they are very scary now onto the
on
defense, because I think at the top four it's the club that conceded the most goals, 54. They need to work on their defense, but again, we'll wait. There's also the Bayern game to go.
But think about this
we'll see.
now. No, they're not gonna beat Bayern. That's out of the window. That's just out of the window. It's not even.
We'll cover.
They don't even. Let's not even. There's no way they're gonna come back from 3-0
sure.
without Ziyech, Werner, and unless they want to throw Ziyech on the pitch or something. Yeah. There's no way. Literally no way. If Bayern
I doubt it.
bottle this lead, bro.
No, they're a machine this year.
I will lose my mind. Yeah. They are a machine.
Yeah, so that's the next thing. Yeah, so what do you think? Ballon d'Or cancelled. I think it's absolute jack shit. It's FIFA doing something, or the Ballon d'Or, French football. I think it's called. What are they doing? What are you doing?
Well, of course, French football. It was controlled by FIFA, but not anymore. Real quick, just as soon as we get on this, I'm gonna get on the FIFA president. He's under investigation right now. The second FIFA president to be under investigation consecutively. But anyways, the Ballon d'Or, I feel because they found out that they cannot give it to Messi, they're like, oh, let's just cancel it, and their reason it was because it's not a regular season. That's their reason but it's not like games were not still played.
And I know that Ligue 1 was cancelled, but I mean, let's be honest. It doesn't matter.
No one from Ligue 1
Not
is
to
gonna
disrespect
win.
the Ligue 1. I watch it. I enjoy it. I mean, obviously, one of my favorite players, Memphis Depay, plays there.
It's been disrespected.
It's
bro.
not us.
We're not disrespecting them. The entire league is just disrespected in general.
PSG was a joke for the past few years.
It's just the way that exactly PSG.
So it's not that big of a deal. And I mean, they gave the title to PSG. So my point is, everyone finished their season technically, apart from the Eredivisie. They stopped it, but whatever. It's like one of their players was gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Every league, the big league, went on.
Ziyech was what, number 22 for Ballon d'Or last year, I believe.
And Tadic was in it as well. Yeah,
ranked 22 in the world last
but
year.
I mean, look at their run last year and this run, so it's not the same. Again, we're not gonna go over that because for me it was BS. But we'll talk about the Champions League later on. The Ballon d'Or should go to Leva.
Leva or De Bruyne if City. If
and even De Bruyne. So again, that will, of course, now it's cancelled. So obviously, no one's gonna win it.
If Benzema does very well.
Well, that's what I was gonna go on. Yeah, it depends on the Champions League. We'll need to wait. Whoever wins it will get the Ballon d'Or. That's for sure. And we just need to wait. I guess the end of August. And of course, we're gonna cover that because the Champions League is amazing.
There's still UEFA men's best player, UEFA women's best player, UEFA best goalie, UEFA best midfielder.
Those still go on?
Those are still. UEFA didn't cancel that. It's only French football that canceled Ballon d'Or and FIFA.
What?
And then for FIFA, Gerardo Infantino, the president, is under investigation for corruption. Yeah. The president before that, Sepp Blatter, he just started his trial for corruption a couple days ago. What's going on in FIFA?
I can't explain it. Honestly, I can't explain it. It's very, very strange. But
it's a good thing Wenger is there to clean up their mess. Oh my gosh.
I guess we'll see. We'll see. Do you think the FIFA World Best Player is still gonna happen though?
No.
No? Because I think they haven't canceled this one yet, right?
They didn't say anything about it.
No,
yeah.
So
they didn't cancel the UEFA one.
Yeah.
Yeah. FIFA might award it, but with FIFA have a lot going on right
I
now.
know.
They have a lot going on.
I know.
So we don't even know what's gonna happen right now.
Okay, so we just want to end this with the FA Cup final that is happening soon. I think tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 1 p.m.
Yeah, something like that. So let me just see. Obviously, it's going to be Chelsea, Arsenal. Arsenal, what a run! I mean, incredible. They can beat the top two teams in the league and then lose against Southampton. Was it? No, no, Aston Villa. Sorry, it's
Brighton.
Try to understand this world.
So many losses.
It's incredible.
If I mention the losses that we've had this season, bro, Arsenal fans, bro, should be on suicide watch.
I would not go that far.
The roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, for sure.
I've never experienced anything in any. I don't know. I'm not gonna say in any sport.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really. Wow. It's been a strange season, very strange. And I mean, I feel like
it's been a strange.
I feel like we say that every year.
That's what I'm saying. If you're being honest as an Arsenal fan, it's been a very strange last 7 years.
Very.
The last 7 years has been very strange.
It is what it is. So we got the FA Cup tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Chelsea Arsenal. So
I would say the game is gonna be won against Giroud versus our defenders. That's where the game's gonna be won.
Yeah.
And their entire front line, because I know what they're gonna start with, because Pulisic is their most productive player.
He has been.
They're gonna start with Pulisic, Mount, and Olivier Giroud. They're gonna go with a 3-4-3. Alonso on the left wing, so he can swing crosses into the left wing back, so he can swing crosses into Giroud. Yeah. Reece James as the right wing back, so he can swing crosses into Giroud. Yeah. Pulisic doing his little dribbling things over there. Mount on the other side, because Mount has been incredible. Mount reminds me so much of Frank Lampard in terms of like going forward from midfield to score.
Gonna say.
It's insane. He is very good. Very good English player. I think he should be in the Euros next year, to be honest.
I definitely could. I mean, we'll see how the next season goes, but definitely...
England have an incredible team.
What Lampard is doing?
They have a headache.
Lampard is doing one hell of a job, huh?
He's doing bits. I have to be real. And I can only imagine, if he's doing this with Giroud and Tammy Abraham, what is he going to do with Werner and Pulisic and Ziyech? That front line is tremendous. All from Bundesliga, All three of them.
No, absolutely world class from Lampard, especially after 1 year of coaching experience. I mean, the guy knows the house. Exactly. He knows the house, so I'm not too surprised. And you see the difference, huh?
That's the thing.
You see the difference.
Because he was their captain too, so in some ways
he's the big boss.
That's what if you look, people are saying, like, how Zidane never captained Madrid, but like he was that presence in the dressing room, and he's the presence in the dressing room now.
Of course.
Do you understand what I mean? Like how Guardiola was actually captain of Barcelona, and then he coached as well, right? So he was also a presence back then and now. So that trend is I won't lie, I love that trend. I want to see Stevie G lift a Premier League with Liverpool as a coach.
Funny
as
how now
as that sounds, but
we look, and I'm going to take a few examples. So Ferguson, Wenger, Ruud Hiddink, Van Gaal, Mourinho. Help me with names. I can't find any. But like Ancelotti, all those coaches, these coaches are not good players. We're not good players.
Generation.
None of them were. And they still succeeded as coaches. I mean, they've been incredible. And now we're getting this trend, but really, like you said, of these great players who were massive figures in their clubs becoming absolutely great coaches. And it's such an interesting
it's incredible.
transformation, because you don't expect, a lot of people say, well, a great player doesn't mean he's going to be a great coach. And I'm like, yeah, but
everyone back in the day, that's what everyone used to say, right?
But now,
a while ago, years ago, before,
it's so different.
I think Zidane was that. Oh, Guardiola. What am I saying? Guardiola was the groundbreaking.
Well, I mean, even Cruyff, looking at it, he won the Champions League with Barcelona. I mean,
Cruyff,
again,
actually.
not to.
Bro, if we're being real, Cruyff was the groundbreaking person for football in general.
I think it would change Barcelona, but I mean, remember that he learned from Rinus Michels, who was the Dutch coach in the 70s, who, by the way, was named Coach of the Century for literally modernizing football, because the football they played back then was something no one has ever seen before. And I think he just learned under him and then added his tiki-taka, right, which is basically comes from the Dutch. Yeah.
You always gotta add your own style,
and then he won the first Champions League with Barca, and it's like, wow, incredible. That was in the 80s, I believe, the 90s. Wait, no, I don't want to give wrong information, but I think it was the 90s. With Koeman scored a free kick or something. It was, it was the dream team, and
it was the dream team, bro.
I think from there, then Pep learned from him, obviously. So it's nice. Of
course. And funny thing, who was Pep's assistant? Who was Pep's assistant coach back then?
Yeah, incredible.
It was Mourinho.
It's a funny journey.
It's quite
sure.
Especially how.
After
insane
100%.
Rivals.
And it's funny because it was so funny because it was Real Madrid and then Barca, and then one went to Chelsea. Yeah, and then one went to Chelsea, one to Bayern, and then they played each other in the European Cup. In the European Cup, the Europa League, the Super Cup. Thank you. And it's like, it's so funny how destiny works, how they end up together every time. And then United City, and it's like, oh my goodness. So it's very, very great story, I think. A love story almost.
And now Pep, pretty much, and now Pep Guardiola's protege is
he beats him.
Mourinho is a top.
Oh man, it's amazing.
It
never ends. You get bit in the butt every time, but it is what it is.
If we would have beat Tottenham and Pep Guardiola's protege beat Mourinho, I would have gone mental.
Probably.
I think it's a good thing that we lost to Tottenham, because bro, I think Arsenal fans, we would have just been like sky high, and we needed to be brought to the ground.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But for Arsenal versus City, I have a gut feeling that we will beat. I mean Chelsea in the final. I have a feeling
They don't have to choke. And just to go on that, so let's go one by one. Who should start? So for Chelsea, I mean, they can put whoever they want. It doesn't matter to me. They should definitely start Pulisic because Pulisic is he has to start. He has to start. Yeah, when he played against Liverpool, he came in right away an impact. The guy is incredible.
Yeah, it's because that's what we want Pepe to do, right? Don't be shy. If you lose the ball, you lose the ball.
To be this electric player. Yeah. Okay, so we got. So I'm just taking the formation from the City game. So obviously we had Mustafi, Luis, Tierney. Yeah, there were three. You think again?
Look at when we played 4 at the back against our last game of the season.
Aston Villa.
I mean, even against Aston Villa, against Watford. Yeah. We scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
We
were 2 up. Yeah. Oh, 3-0.
We were 3-0 up, and we gave away 2 goals. Look at what we played 3 at the back against City with David Luiz playing with everything he has. If David Luiz played the way he played against City, against Chelsea, that's the David Luiz that won the Champions League and the Premier League. That's that David Luiz that showed up that day. That's the one I want to see tomorrow. If he shows up, he has something to prove against Chelsea. He had something to prove against City because he got the red card before and he cost us, and he proved that.
Yeah.
If he can do that against Chelsea, oh my. Chelsea will be in big trouble.
Yeah, for sure. For me, Tierney has to start. I mean, he cannot not start anymore.
Tierney has to start every single game from now till he retires.
Yeah. The guy is incredible. He is just, oh man, I fucking love him.
He's who I want
so
to
good.
Get.
So good.
When I get the Arsenal shirt, his name is who I want him and Saka, but unless I get 2. But that's a little too much. Yeah. But I also
or I can get one and you get the other.
Exactly. See, maybe I'll get Tierney. I just love both. Yeah. But Saka with the number 7, it has a very appealing.
It does.
Look, you know what I mean?
So I guess they're gonna start Mustafi, Luis, Tierney again.
I wouldn't start Lacazette. As stupid as that sounds, I would start Saka on the left wing, Oba on the middle, and. I would
want Oba as a striker.
Exactly, but I would.
Laka, it's on and off. Honestly, this guy is on and off.
That's the problem. But I know Laka scores in big games. That's also the.
But then the other thing is, look at the first goal of Arsenal against City, the transition from Laka. He was playing this cam role that we need, that I almost want him to stay at, because he's not as. Look at his Lyon days. The guy was so quick, on the ball, so rapid, and now he is.
The thing with Lyon, right, is
slower.
He was the target man. He was their everything. Feed the ball to Laka. Feed the ball. If you feed the ball to Laka, he can get you Oba number in goals.
Yeah, 100%.
He can get you. But the thing is, you have Aubameyang. I see our Arsenal when they play, and I see Aubameyang putting in crosses. I'm like, Aubameyang is not supposed to be the one putting in crosses. He's supposed to be at the end of crosses. Also, why is he? I don't understand why we keep playing him on the left wing. It's very, very surprising. Yeah. I think Mikel wants to turn him into Raheem Sterling. You know what I mean? Like how Raheem was put in crosses and is on the end of crosses, and how he tracks back. Yeah, I told you when I saw, if you really analyze the City versus Arsenal in the one in the league, not the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Sterling was playing left wing and left back.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen him since he went to City. He's been phenomenal, but before that, I've never seen him defend like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Arteta wants from Oba, to be able to do all these things and not just be that target man.
100%. Yeah. So I guess we'll see how the game goes. Obviously, Ceballos should start. He's great. I love him.
Ceballos and Xhaka have been fantastic in the 3 at the back. As good as Xhaka has been since Arteta came, in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Xhaka has been pretty good, but I don't think, if I'm looking at a Premier League winning team, Xhaka cannot be in the lineup.
Neither
Cannot.
Mustafi, neither. To be honest, Luis.
I think Arsenal are open to selling Mustafi. They said they're gonna open to selling Mustafi, Holding. This summer, Torreira as well, Guendouzi.
Yeah, Torreira would be a sad thing, but that is what it is.
Xhaka, I wouldn't be mad to see Xhaka. I want to see Xhaka next to like Partey, for example.
Yeah.
And see if he's good with a Partey, he could look a different type of player. You know what I mean?
Well, he's a little more freedom as well, because now he's like Ceballos and Xhaka are kind of the same profile ish, in the way that they can both attack, transition. They're more. But
the only thing is Ceballos is just better.
But he's much better, and Xhaka is more a transition guy, right? So gets the ball, then puts it forward. But he's not a good defender, and we need a defensive presence. Like we haven't had that in so long. And Torreira was supposed to be the one, but he's freaking benched every game. So it's really, and I mean he's been decent.
But
so
he's been decent, but in the past few games that he's played, I know he just got back from injury. He literally just got back from injury, so I don't blame him. But in the past few games he's played, I would sell him. I won't even lie. I would sell
harsh
him.
words.
Because I want a Vieira player, which is what Partey is.
Yeah, Partey will be definitely
a monster in the midfield.
We'll see next season. I mean, we still have a few months to go before the start of the new season. But yeah, I guess.
And if you don't sign Partey, just sign like Danilo Pereira from Porto. He's a monster.
That's true.
And he can play center back too. I don't know if you've seen like the posts where people say, "Can he play center back?" Literally everything Arsenal posts, people will comment and be like, "Oh, can this guy play center back?" Danilo Pereira, he can play center back.
Yeah, it's true.
If we buy him. So
yeah, so
that's those are the kind of players we need. If we can get both Danilo and Partey, we'll be a little too defensive, but like.
But it's better. It's better. I think defense. The first attack comes from the defense. So if you get good defenders, then the attack has more freedom too. So, yeah. So we'll see against Chelsea. Do you have any how can I say prediction for the result?
Everyone is saying 2-1 for Arsenal, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be bold. This is Aubameyang hat trick.
3-1. I go 3-2. 3-2.
If Aubameyang scores a hat trick, I will cry tears of joy.
If Arsenal plays the same way they did against Liverpool and City, I say we win 3-2.
They can beat anyone. If they played the same way they played against Liverpool and City,
yeah, we could beat pretty. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
anyone. It's just that City and Liverpool are better than all the teams I just mentioned, right?
Look, Liverpool? I'm not gonna. I don't want to speak. I'll be in trouble.
I mean, true.
if I speak, I'm
in big trouble.
So right now, let's focus just on the English teams. So for me, they beat City, they beat Liverpool. They can not easily. They can beat Chelsea. The thing is, they have to stop choking. They have to stop choking like they always do. And lazy, I think, on the field they don't they don't seem like they were enjoying themselves either. And it felt like because allow a little bit, but they were at stakes. Like it was now or never, and they have to win the FA Cup. They have to, otherwise our season is the worst season in our history. Like literally, I know.
It already is. This is our lowest league finish in 20.
Wenger never went under 63 points in the league.
Wenger also never went below fifth in the league.
We did Europa League.
Fifth, yeah. Oh, I think his last season he finished fifth.
Last season we finished sixth.
And the last season that he finished.
Oh, last season. Okay.
No, Wenger's last season he finished fifth.
Yeah.
Wenger's last season, which is 2 years ago, he finished fifth, and I think it's his lowest league finish since his first season. Just to tell you how consistent. But what I don't understand is how you see how right now United and Chelsea celebrated top four like a trophy. But then Wenger did it for 23 years in a row.
Yeah.
He's a villain? I don't understand. That's the double standards is, so you cannot tell me that there's not an agenda against Arsenal. Like,
look, I guess time will tell.
I don't sound like Mourinho, but there's an agenda against us.
Definitely there's some, I mean, maybe it's just us also that we just see, since we are Arsenal fans, that the fact that we see all these posts and all these comments about Arsenal. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff like this about every team anyway. But you're right. It was always a joke that Arsenal finished fourth, but at the same time we played the Champions League and Tottenham didn't. So it's just that's just a fact right now. But look, it is what it is,
That's
and for
the
now
thing, yeah.
let's focus on the FA Cup.
I just don't understand the doubles.
I mean that's everywhere, to be honest.
Right.
That's everywhere.
It's not really logical.
We'll talk a little bit more
I
about
guess.
this anyways
Yeah, you're right.
on next time. All right, I think so. You said 3-1 for you. I said 3-2 for Arsenal, and well, so maybe we might do tomorrow a little post-match 15 minutes talk just to see how the game went.
Actually, so I'm gonna change my prediction. I'm gonna be more bold. I'm gonna say 2-0 for Arsenal.
2-0?
3-0.
Okay.
I think we're gonna keep a clean sheet.
I say 3-2 because Pulisic will start. So, and he's a game changer, absolute game changer.
That's true.
He destroys everyone.
Pulisic is gonna be. He's gonna be against. He's gonna be on the left, so he's gonna be against. If we play Ainsley Maitland-Niles, bro, Pulisic isn't getting anywhere. Maitland-Niles pocketed Salah when we played against Liverpool. You have to remember that.
Look, we'll see.
Salah did not get a sniff.
We'll see. Giroud is also on form. I'm expecting him to score. So, we'll see.
Giroud's on form, but if
we'll see. You say
It's gonna be
2-0,
very
3-0.
tough.
I say 3-2. Easily
very
3-2.
tough. I say 3-0. I'm going bold.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, I guess this ends our first episode. So thanks for again listening,
Awesome.
everyone that has been listening to Football from the Stands. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you will stick around with us for the next episodes. This is something that will be happening constantly, at least every Friday or so. There will be a few episodes or so in the post-match at least. Sort of talks that we're gonna have for big games, and I mean get ready for this month because oh mama, Champions League is coming back. I am excited. I can't wait. This is gonna be amazing. I just can't wait to cover it all.
For Champions League, I have to put on my all-white kit.
Yeah. Look, we'll see what happens. We're gonna talk about this anyway next Friday. Champions League coming up. So like I said, tomorrow 12:30 Eastern time. For us in Canada, Ontario, sorry. Arsenal against Chelsea for the FA Cup. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Serie A when everything ends because they have one more game to play, I believe. And stay tuned for the Champions League, of course, news. We're going to talk a little bit more about also those that will be missing the Champions League games because there are big names that might be missing. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.